What's up, Texas? John Bonilla is here. Today I'm headed out to McClellan County, which is Waco, Texas, to help one of my students look at 4 properties that he's looking to pick up at the January 4th, 2022 tax auction sale in McClellan County. This is a service that I provide for all my students, in addition to just the course itself, if you sign on to the coaching program included with the course. So the coaching program is a 3-month program where I pretty much help you to buy your first property. You have full access to me at all times, whenever, and I will go out to your city or county, wherever you're doing this, and I will evaluate properties for you one time. You can pay for this also by the hour if you choose to. If you just want me to go look at some properties for you by the hour, I do that as well. Schedule your free call now and we can discuss whether the strategy will work for you. 210-767-CASA, that's 210-7. What's up, guys? So here we are in Waco, Texas. We just finished looking at the 3rd property. Been real busy going over numbers and stuff. Haven't been able to record the other ones, but we're at the 3rd property now. This one is pretty beat up. Probably wouldn't want to buy this one, but we're putting the evaluations together and the price. What's up, guys? So here we are in Waco, Texas. We just finished looking at the 3rd property. Been real busy going over numbers and stuff. Haven't been able to record the other ones, but we're at the 3rd property now. This one is pretty beat up. Probably wouldn't want to buy this one, but we're putting the evaluations together and the price for every one of them. This one we said would be a good pickup if we could get it for under $30,000. There's already tenants in there now, meaning we could immediately come in and start taking over the rent and getting at least $800 a month per rent on this one. So I do like it as long as we can pick it up under 30. Okay, so here we are at the 4th property. I'm in Elmont, which is like a little bitty town just north of Waco, and we were looking at a 5-acre lot here with a few structures on it, a main house, a big shed in the back, and like 2 smaller sheds. 5 acres. This one's opening up at a little over $9,000. I suspect that they'll pay it off before the auction hits, just because it looks like they got the money to pay it off. Just sometimes people wait till the last minute to do it, and they keep that money instead of paying taxes. But you never know. I've seen it happen before where properties that you thought were going to get paid off, that were of high value with people who had money, still don't pay it off. Now, if they don't do that, that's fine. Of course, we get property rights to that, and they're probably going to go pay those taxes off, but then they have to pay us that plus 25%. So even if I buy this property and win it, and then they have the money to pay it back, I still get whatever my initial investment was to buy it plus 25%. So I suspect that they're gonna pay the taxes off before. So here we are at one of the other properties here in Waco. Pretty simple, basic house. This is a 3-1. I think it's just at about 900 square feet. It's gonna need all new windows, new roof. The siding could be scraped and repaired in many areas and then repainted. Looks pretty level for the most part. Some trees and some landscaping we need to clean out, but the opening bid is pretty cheap. New windows, complete rehab on the inside after we did the numbers. So it had a ARV amount of about 190, right? That's being safe. It was about 190. It had a rehab cost, a full rehab cost, interior, exterior, putting central AC in there, of 65,000. He's gonna bid up to 55 on it this upcoming auction. So 65 rehab cost, 55 purchase price, puts us at 110. We could resell that. He could resell that property then after it's fixed.
6 miles.
Now, what I prefer to do with these properties that I'm trying to convince my student to do is, instead of just salivating at that 80,000 that could be made within the next 4 to 6 months, was to say, hey, why don't we Airbnb the property for 2 years, right? Doing the comps with Airbnbs in the area and the number of days that we can fill that place up, we would get back, he would get back about $30,000 net every year for the next 2 years, right? That's $60,000 we get back over the course of the next 2 years. That pretty much covers the purchase price of the home, right? Covers the purchase price of the home. And then what we get to do over those 2 years is that purchase price gets eaten up, but that home appreciates. That home in Waco will probably be worth about $230 to $250 in 2 years. And then he goes and sells it after we got $60,000 back, Airbnb in it. So stay with me here. I'm trying to keep this as simple as possible. So we sell the home for, let's say, $230 in 2 years, right? We made $60,000 back off our initial 110 investment, Airbnb in it, right? So now off that initial 110 investment, $60,000 of it got paid back. So now we got it down to really $50,000 that we put out of our own money. 230 is what we're going to sell it for, minus 50 that we've put out. Now we're going to get a return on that of 180,000 instead of only 80,000 for waiting just 2 years. So I always prefer those methods. Shit, hell, I like to just keep them as Airbnbs and don't sell them unless you have to, unless there's an opportunity you really need to take. But that's how you can kind of strategize these properties and use them. It works well.